The Lord is my strength and my shield. In him my heart trusts. Brothers and sisters, we have been living through difficult times, but as you have experienced, the Lord remains with us. His love for us only grows stronger. During the pandemic, so many have found strength and love in the Eucharist and the sacraments. Together, we have been able to continue our mission to feed the hungry, clothe the poor, and protect the vulnerable. Together, we have found innovative ways to keep our faith alive through live stream masses and virtual faith formation programs. And together, our Catholic schools have safely provided in-person learning during the past year. This year's Diocesan Annual Appeal theme, Rising Together in Christ, reflects the challenges we faced and the hope we now feel as we return to Mass and activities in our parishes. Only through your prayers and financial support of the annual appeal are we able to bring the love of Christ to our neighbors, our children, and those most in need.
Catholic Social Services has been at the forefront of serving the poor and vulnerable during the pandemic. Tens of thousands of families, children, and seniors have benefited from food distributions and meals. The agency also helps the homeless, like U.S. Navy veteran James Judge.
At one point in time, I was living in my car. I lived in my car for about 3 months.
Judge is now getting help from Catholic Social Services' Permanent Supportive Housing Program. He has his own apartment in Carbondale and is optimistic about the future. He is able to cook, play the piano, and reconnect with family and friends.
I haven't pinched myself, but there's a few times where I've conversed openly and thanking God, and because ultimately that He is the one that guides us all.
Homelessness is everybody's problem. I think that, people that are in that situation need the help. And Catholic Social Services does a very good job of that. It's a hand up. It's not a handout. It's a hand up. You give them the resources and then they do the hard work.
St. Therese Parish in Shavertown is one of dozens of churches that benefit directly from the Diocesan Annual Appeal through social justice grants. Parish volunteers recently put their sanding and wood cutting skills to the test, partnering with the organization Sleep in Heavenly Peace to create 40 bed kits for Luzerne County children in need of a safe, comfortable place to sleep.
I think our arms vibrated for the next few days because using the sanders, but we just had a great time, and we knew that in the end, we were helping kids have a good night's sleep possibly for the first time in their lives. You never know.
Grant money from the appeal paid for all of the lumber needed for the project. More than 60 volunteers, including many families, took part in the bed kit building endeavor, creating a lot of buzz in the community.
I have 5 children of my own, and I put them to bed at night, and it was never a thought. Like when this idea was brought forth that there's kids that are sleeping on the floor and that don't ever have a bed of their own, it was really eye-opening. And to share that with my son, who went with me, was really important too. I mean, he had no idea.
Despite the pandemic, Catholic schools in the Diocese of Scranton were able to safely open and remain open. Wanting 5-day in-person education, Desiree and Jamie Galdieri from West Pittston enrolled their daughter Gianna in 1st grade at Wyoming Area Catholic School in Exeter.
We were just thrilled with the fact that they didn't miss a beat.
The Galdieris say teachers and administrators did everything they could to make sure kids were safe.
When they're greeted in the morning, someone opens the door for them, and the classroom doors are opened by teachers. And the little things like that they've thought enough into to minimize exposure, to make the kids safer without the kids ever realizing that things were different is astounding.
That allowed learning to continue uninterrupted. Gianna, what do you like about this school?
That all the teachers knew me. I loved math and I love spelling.
Appeal funds support our seminarians as they discern the possibility of becoming priests. David Paroli from St. Jude Parish in Mountaintop recently finished his second year at Cathedral Seminary in New York.
I've certainly felt the effects of the appeal and how much the diocese has supported me in sending me to Cathedral Seminary. Not a lot of dioceses send to college level seminary, so I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to go.
This year, our diocese was blessed to ordain Father Mark DeSelles to the priesthood. We are also celebrating the 50th anniversary of Villa St. Joseph, a retirement home for our faithful clergy. As he pursues his own path to the priesthood, Paroli is hopeful for the future.
I feel like I'm very supported in everything I do, and my parish has been certainly there for me, asking me if I need anything.
For more than 40 years, Catholic television has been spreading the good news of the gospel by broadcasting daily masses from the Cathedral of St. Peter. Available to more than 250,000 homes across the diocese, as well as everyone online, these masses became even more important than ever during the pandemic. Funding from the annual appeal allowed new weekend masses to be broadcast. Online viewership increased by more than 10 times as a result.
It allowed people to feel connected in a way that was new to many of them, and they never considered it, never knew about it, never maybe even watched Mass from home, but now it was necessary for them to participate in this way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing the blessings that God has given to you by praying for and providing a financial commitment to this year's Diocesan Annual Appeal. Without your generous support, some in our community might have to go without. Our world needs the Catholic Church now more than ever, and the Lord is never outdone in His generosity. Join with me and all our parish communities, rising together in Christ.